Tonight, police under the microscope in Moab. Was their response enough or not enough at all? The newly released body camera video of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie leading to an important conversation tonight about what the couple did and did not say in that police interaction. The Utah Domestic Violence Coalition and a victim of domestic violence speaking to ABC4's Nick McGurk tonight about what they saw in that video. And Nick, what's their message?
Well, hi, Emily. A domestic violence victim telling me what she saw in this video was obviously a sign that Gabby Petito was a victim of domestic violence. But was this obvious? A spokesperson for the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition says police have an impossibly complicated job on calls like this, and it wasn't exactly that clear.
So there's two people that came to us and told us that they saw him hit you. There's two people saying that they saw him punch you. We're just independent witnesses by Moonflower.
Well, to be honest, I definitely hit him first.
For the first time, we hear a clear admission from Gabby Petito to police that she had been hit by her fiancé, Brian Laundrie. This was a domestic violence call on August 12th. It came from someone in the Moab area, and it led police here, where Petito and Laundrie had been fighting and had both apparently hit each other.
So that's upsetting. That's hugely upsetting.
Liz Solis is spokesperson for the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition. She says scrutiny on the two police officers here is misplaced because she says given how they acted, the complexity of domestic violence calls, they did a good job de-escalating tension.
They separated them from the vehicle. They spoke with each of them individually. Those are all the things that they are trained to do. They were kind to both of them.
What do you say to some of those arguments?
I think that there was much more that could have been done.
But another perspective, heard live on ABC4 News at 4 from a domestic violence victim.
There was so many telltale signs, right? Oftentimes victims will not pick up the phone and call police. Here we know that someone else called the police on her behalf or their behalf. And oftentimes when police do show up, it's because they don't want to fess up. They often take the blame, as Gabby did, stating that, it was me. I wanted to straighten things up and I overreacted. And, she was hyperventilating. She was clearly distraught versus his very calm demeanor.
Laverne Gordon says the two Moab officers miss signs that to her are obvious and trigger painful memories from her own past.
Where did he hit you? Don't worry, just be honest.
When they took x-rays, I told them that I fell in the shower, and that's why my hip was bruised, why my insides felt like it was swollen and chopped up. And the doctor immediately after they came into the room said to me, "Who did this to you?" He immediately knew. Again, he obviously had seen this type of injury from before.
And we thank her for sharing her past and her history and her perspective. This video playing out about 2 weeks before Gabby Petito was last heard from. We know this week Moab's police chief announcing a leave of absence. The police department there will face an independent investigation. Emily?
All right, thank you, Nick.